So we got a follow up to the story with Ubisoft. So those who missed the stream, a few days ago, like last week, a story came out about how Ubisoft is deleting the crew off of people's hard drives that paid for it. So the crew is a racing game that they have, and it's always online. And they shut the servers off, and then after they shut the servers off, they deleted the game off of everybody's hard drive. Their Uplay accounts who bought the game, and like the community was upset because I guess people were trying to make fan-made servers. Like, you know how like games go offline and they'll make dedicated servers and shit like that.
Enter your credit card info.
Yo, shout out to
subs. But when I ask you,
shout out to 81 Scotty with the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you. So yeah, like fans were trying to make dedicated servers to keep the game alive, kind of like what they're doing with City of Heroes, but they couldn't because they deleted the game off of your hard drive and they revoked the license. So, you know, people are upset. I like to make the argument this is how it starts. They start with smaller games like this that nobody cares about, and then it moves on to other shit. But we got a follow-up. UK petition to stop publishers from killing games emerges. So, like, I guess some people are trying to push back on it. That has to be illegal. It's not technically, because the thing about digital games, and this is why digital games are so dangerous, if you read the terms of service, you don't own the games. So not only do you not own games when you use services like Game Pass, EA Play, and Uplay Plus. I don't know who the fuck has that, but you know, anytime you use these subscription services, you don't own the game, which I think most people are okay with. I am, because you understand what you're getting into. It's a subscription service. You're not trying to own it. The issue is you also don't own the game when you buy it digitally, because if you read the terms of service, when you buy games digitally, you're buying into a license. You're buying the right to license and play the game, but you don't actually own it like a physical copy. So this is an issue for game preservation. I have a video coming out going more into detail on this shit. Yeah, because it's software, it's not illegal. But yeah, let's read into it. Let's see what they're talking about. On the platform designed to lobby petitions at the UK government, a particular page has surfaced talking about the topics of publishers killing games. The official title of this petition is "Require Video Game Publishers to Keep Games They Have Sold in a Working State." And since it surfaced, it has gained traction, securing thousands of signatures. I feel like you're doing a little too much. Like, I don't know if I agree with like developers have to keep the servers online, like they have to keep it working. But I mean, I guess working state is a vague statement. I think it's fair if they shut down the servers because it's costing them money and hardly anybody's playing. But you shouldn't be taking the game off of anybody's hard drive. What up, Dust? Must be a glitch, but the screen not showing up on TikTok. Oh, nah, I probably didn't switch my shit. Hold up 1 second. There we go. Let me make sure it's all right. There we go. All right, I fixed it. This news comes following recent trends in the industry that have seen developers and publishers take games offline as they prepare to sunset them. Most notably, Ubisoft took down the servers for The Crew, an open-world racing game released in 2014. This act generated backlash, despite Ubisoft in some cases issuing refunds for the original purchase of the game, even if it was made almost a decade ago. This is not a new concept, as nothing can stay online forever. Typically,
thanks for the resub, pal.
Shout out to June Moons with the sub, appreciate it. Like the Legend of Korra game, I can still download and play it, which, don't get me wrong, game was ass, but if I ever want to go back and play, yeah, pretty much. Typically, the type of games that get shut down are one-shot titles or games in a series that have more recent iterations. For example, Electronic Arts took down the multiplayer servers for Battlefield Bad Company, but not too many people were fussed since the titles were released. More than half a dozen new Battlefield games have surfaced. But yeah, but with The Crew, there's only The Crew 1 and 2, and I think The Crew 2 didn't do very well. I think people like the first one more. I could be wrong, but don't quote me on that. In the petition, it reads, require publishers to leave video games and related game assets / features they have sold to customers in a reasonably working state when support ends, so that no further intervention whatsoever is necessary for the game to function as a statutory consumer right. Okay, so they're advocating for, if you shut the servers down, at least let us play single player. And to that, I agree. First one's better in my opinion. Second one was a copy of Forza. Okay, so yeah, people like the first one better. I'm not bugging. Yeah, I agree with this statement. Like, you should allow people to play the games that they paid for. I think this is especially egregious because if you think about it, you're not printing discs anymore. You're not printing boxes. You're not printing manuals. You're not shipping thousands, if not millions of discs across the ocean or across the state, whatever the length is, to get these games inside of GameStop, although I don't know who the fuck is going to GameStop anymore. Most people are downloading their games digitally, and they're still finding ways to charge us $70 for these digital games. So not only are you printing less, you're charging more, but then on top of that, you can revoke the license from me at any time. This is wild. And this is not the first time this has happened, because remember last year, Sony pulled a bunch of movies off of people's PlayStations. So you gotta be careful. I like how Blizzard took Overwatch away from everyone and has made people play it plat Overwatch 2. Whack. Do you know if you're interested, but there's an open world Joker game by an indie studio? You want a link? Yeah, link that. I've never heard of that. Yeah, like imagine like, because Fallout is popping right now, the TV show. This is a super extreme example. Imagine Fallout actually happens, right? And civilization goes to shit. And all you have is a CD player, or all you have that survived is, you know, your PlayStation. Like, because I feel like some of you niggas, like, the nukes go off. Some of you niggas will run to your Xbox, your PlayStation, tuck it below your chest, and then do a fucking dive like Helldivers 2 to protect it, my baby. I rode the bus for fucking 6 months to save my money for this shit. You fucking survive it. You get into a Fallout shelter. You the only nigga in the shelter in Fallout Vault 32 with a PS5. Will you be able to play any games? Or is your PS5 only full of digital games? But if you got some discs that you put in your pocket or some shit like that, you can still be, even if it was just one game, it'd make the apocalypse a little bit better. But that's just an extreme example. Have you seen the ChatGPT voice thing? I seen some shit on that like a month or two ago, but I was like, whatever about it. I didn't really care about it. Let's see, what is this? The teaser play team has reimagined the 2019 Joker movie as an open world game prototype powered by Unreal Engine 5. Watch the full demo. This seems like just a graphic recreation. Almost all my Switch games. Yeah, jokes aside, the PlayStation and the Xbox wouldn't be the best platform to grab if some shit popped off. Your Switch would, or your Steam Deck. But no, probably still the Switch, because the Switch is so small. You could carry it easily, and then you could throw like 10 games in your pocket real easy if you have the hard copies of the games, because remember, they're small. So like, yeah, the Switch would probably be the best one to grab. There's no audio to this shit. Okay, let me go to the real version. The full version. Okay, there's audio on this one. Yeah, this is not a game. This is just somebody who recreated Joker inside of Unreal Engine 5. If I had to take a wild guess, this is probably a sophomore at Full Sail University, probably just trying to test their skills out playing in Unreal Engine 5. It looks cool though. But this is not a game. This is not somebody. Don't expect to be able to play this. And if they do, it's gonna be this demo. You just walking around. It ain't gonna be a full-blown game. Why he run like that? Full Sail is crazy. Oh, it's got shooting in it. Ew. Yo, the shooting looks rough as hell. What's wrong with Full Sail? Everything. I thought so too, but apparently it's a business model for their studio where they recreate popular franchise movies. They did it for Shrek as well. Do they have an actual full release? He kind of thick, no did he? All right, 600. So it could be ICDC too. ICDC don't got no gaming program. My thing like this is like, I feel like people look at this shit and get super excited, but let's be for real. They just recreated the movie inside of Unreal Engine 5. And the problem with this is, let's say this actually is a playable game. This gameplay loop doesn't look fun. For a movie, it's great, but they recreated the movie. Where's the gameplay loop? What's the actual gameplay loop? Nah, it's just like a tech demo, Legendary. So he running like he recovering from height surgery. Who's copping? Who's copping? What's the vibe on this? A few movie tie-ins wouldn't be bad for exploring the world, especially for really good movies. Yeah, I think that's why they made that Scarface game back on the PS2, or was it the 3? I don't remember. To the Joker, this is just a normal open world game. Okay.
Thanks for the resub.
No.
Now I can
No more fucking open world games. This should be a linear game. Somebody doesn't realize this is just a fucking tech demo. It literally says, let's explore the infinite potentials of a AAA inspired Joker movie. This is a tech demo. No open world game, please. It's not a game. I don't see the point. when we have the movie, resources could be used somewhere else. Well, I mean, these are fans that made this shit. If, like I said, if I would imagine this is probably some sophomore at Full Sail University just trying to prove their skills. This is more of like a resume play to show people like, hey, I know how to work. The best way to prove your value is to offer a free sample. Write down notes, ladies and gentlemen. And then, you drive a hard bargain. So like I would imagine, like anything else, it's hard to get into the video game industry. And it seems like Unreal Engine 5 is like the new standard now. So I would imagine when you're on LinkedIn, a lot of these companies are looking for you to be familiar with XYZ engines. So this is how you prove it. Like, hey, here's my resume. I have experience at Full Sail University. I'm a sophomore. No, I'm a super senior at Full Sail University. I've made this side-scrolling game, this generic side-scrolling game, but I recently just learned how to use Unreal Engine 5. Here's a proof of concept. That's all this is to me, which is good. That's good for people who try to get a job, I think. I want to mess around in Unreal Engine 5. I mean, anybody can. It's free. If you just want to play around in it, once you start making money, I think you have to pay royalties or some shit like that. Any super seniors at Full Sail University? Are you a super senior? You a super senior? Nah, you're just 1 year old. You're just 1 year old. People don't talk about that enough. If you want to go for the top jobs, you need to LinkedIn in this day and age. Really? You niggas don't know about LinkedIn? Let me find out. Is that who in the chat? Be honest, who in the chat don't use LinkedIn and is trying to be employed or is employed? Do you want a LinkedIn? Do you want a LinkedIn? Best pup? Chick-fil-A finna put me on. Look at you, bask in the clout. Bask in the clout. That was required for my college classes. I know of it, but I don't use it. Y'all gotta get on LinkedIn, bro. That's where all the employment is. I have Job Indeed for that. Hey, listen, the market's hard out here. I say don't leave any stone unturned. Y'all are limiting yourselves. It's like Facebook for jobs, pretty much. Let's see, we got that. Oh, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero roster adds some fan favorites. Let's see what we got here. New screenshots of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the next game in the beloved Budokai Tenkaichi series, confirms more characters are coming to the hotly anticipated 3D fighting game. Amongst ranks of superpowered heroes is Dragon Ball Z's oft-forgotten Saiyan warrior, Future Gohan. One-armed Gohan is coming. Let's go. Let's see. V-Jump's magazine Sparking Zero screenshots later shared on Twitter confirmed Future Gohan, among 5 other characters, are bolstering the upcoming Arena Fighters ever-growing roster. As of the time of the publication, Sparking Zero now has 42 playable characters. Here's the list of the other heroes coming to Sparking Zero. We got Beerus, Whis, Adult Gohan, Videl, Trunks. Does Adult Gohan count as him or the other one? I should just call him Future Gohan. Although Future Gohan is among the lights of other popular Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super characters like Trunks and Beerus, his presence supersedes that of Sparking Zero immediately expected playable characters as far as DBZ fans are concerned. Why? I think he's one of my favorite characters, One-Armed Gohan. Yo, they need to give him you could do a Kamehameha out of the part where he doesn't have the arm, where he could just do, because you remember how the shirt would just be hanging. That'd be fire if you could shoot a Kamehameha out that shit, like a super powerful joint. I remember using him in Budokai. I remember using him in Budokai too. I like the character. Legit the hardest version of Gohan. Yeah, he's my favorite version of Gohan, and he's arguably one of the weaker ones in terms of power scaling. But his character was cool. His actual character, you felt that shit, bro. It's cool. He was a cool character because it was wow, this is what happens, when you're forced to grow up versus what he is now. Let's see. But yeah, that's all we got. 42 characters so far. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 50 plus the roster, maybe even more. Yeah, he's the weakest, but he got a big heart. I already know about it, Ronan. Screenshots. I feel like Whis is gonna be broken. Where my guy PyCon at? PyCon is not a canon character, so it's always a 50-50 on whether or not he'll show up. I feel like the only reason Super Saiyan 4 still shows up in video games is because Super Saiyan 4 is so fucking popular. It's the one redeeming thing that came out of Dragon Ball GT, I think most people would agree. But PyCon's not a canon character, and like he has like his cult following. Like I like PyCon, but I don't think he's a big enough character. So like it's always like a 50-50 whether or not he shows up in something. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 looked badass too. Like it's just iconic. That's why. I really hope they add Frieza Soldier number 2 to the game. Yeah, like that's what I want to see. I want to know some of the troll characters. Are Farmer with a gun? What that was his name? Farmer with a gun. DBZ. Yeah. See, they need to add him. Y'all remember this guy? The shotgun. See, that's who I'll be playing. Like, and you know why I'll play this character? So when I go online and you pull up with fucking Vegeta, blue Vegeta or whatever, fucking one arm Gohan or future Trunks, and I beat your ass with the farmer, I'm gonna get on the mic. Fuck you, bitch. That man is a legend. Very underrated power level, man. Very, very underrated. Let's see. New Ninja Turtles game. New Ninja Turtles game coming. It was announced this morning. Let me turn this shit down. Apparently it is a roguelike game. Co-op roguelike game.
Order up some pizza.
Hell yeah.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are back on Nintendo Switch.
In their very first radical roguelike adventure, Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo must travel through reality-bending portals to rescue their kidnapped
That's a mobile
masters.
game? Wait, this has been out? It came out on mobile a while ago. So what, they're porting it to Switch? I never heard of the game. It's new to me.
Splinter.
So is it good? Who's played it? Is it good?
With each run, you'll fend off the totally bogus Foot Clan while enhancing your abilities. and powers. But no two.
I've never heard of this game.
Upgrade your
That's my
turtle
fault.
powers to grow stronger and shred through the story.
The 4 turtles each have their signature
I don't hate it. It makes me want a new X-Men Legends or a Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I heard it was a good pick and play. What was this, like an Apple Arcade exclusive?
weapons.
Shit's fun, but very difficult. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like a roguelike for Ninja Turtles works because Ninja Turtles is just co-op, period. So making it difficult makes sense.
For example, Donnie's attacks have more
I remember you came across it Breezely from a stream. Ah, damn, I don't remember it. It made no impression.
but Wrath has a higher chance of dealing critical damage. After clearing each room, you get to choose from a variety of turtle powers to customize your moveset.
Make you more powerful.
Devastating combos. Don't get too attached though, because these powers reset when a run ends.
This is another game like I would play it if there's nothing else to play. And now that it's coming to what is it coming to Switch and what PC
More
or something or just
customization
Switch?
options await back at your sewer home.
My brother and I played on iPhone. Best believe there were arguments. Did you like the game?
Permanent upgrades called artifacts. Pick the turtle and artifact that best suit your preferred playstyle.
Enjoy exploring
Well, I get some real boss fights in this shit.
solo, or jump online with up to 3 bodacious buds in co-op
Nintendo Switch online sold set.
play.
Bodacious.
Your team of turtles can drop in and out whenever they want, making for a no-pressure play.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Mayhem was highly underrated. Which one was that? Was that the one that came out last year? TMNT Mutants in Mayhem. Which one was this? 2023. Wait, is it talking about the movie? The movie from last year? Who's underrated? Who said this movie was underrated? Nah, this movie was fire. What are you talking about? People who, bro, when this movie came out, it definitely had a moment. Everybody was saying this shit was fire. Who said this is, you think this is underrated? No, the game Platinum Games developed. See, so many damn Ninja Turtles. Let's see, Platinum Games. Big Diddy. What? It's a hack and slash. Did I miss this game? Mutants in Mayhem. Oh, this one from 2016.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brian from IGN. I'm here with Robert from Activision.
Little
I don't think I played this one.
other turtles. So if you're a single player, that's really the way that
Oh, no, I think I did play this one. This one's old. I thought you did a big uninstall. No, is this the Activision game? I remember that Ninja Turtles Activision game was ass. It's too many damn Ninja Turtle games. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching Ninja Turtles since I was in diapers. So like, there's so much Ninja Turtles media I've absorbed. I be getting shit confused. I did like the game, even though it got mediocre reviews. I think he reviewed it. I've reviewed a lot of Ninja Turtle shit.
like this.
Oh, you know what? I do remember this. Yeah, this shit was ass. Because I remember like it was kind of semi-open world and the rooftops were empty.
Kind of the glide,
It wasn't really fleshed out.
Where was he hiding that?
Meh. To each his own. Transformers Devastation was fire though. Those Transformers games were good on the PS4 and the Xbox One, or was it Xbox 360? I got my 5-year-old brother into Shredder's Revenge. Got to start him with a classic. You know it. You had to do a bunch of mini missions to make the boss come out. It was What was that mobile game called? Ninja Turtles, of course. Well, I retweeted it. Let me look. Let's see, profile. It was called wow. He just said it's titled roguelike. Splintered Fate. Ninja Turtles Splinter Fate.
Make me happy. Sort of like
it's called Splinter Fate.
Throws it back.
Yo, shout out to Mexican Hustler with the sub. Appreciate it. It's coming. They're porting it from mobile or Apple Arcade. Yeah, to the that's why nobody remembers this shit. It was an Apple Arcade exclusive. Now it's coming to the Switch. Transformers War on Cybertron. That was the one that was fire. Yeah, Transformers. That shit was fire. What else I got for y'all? Let's see. Oh, wait, let me show y'all this clip I found. This shit was funny. This super underrated moment. Y'all remember this in Fallout 4? When like you found this shit? Y'all remember that part of Fallout 4? It was a real secret mission. By the way, they're giving away Fallout for free on Amazon Prime.
Why do people resubscribe to the idea of Shadow having a BBC?
Shout out to Melody with the sub. Appreciate you. They're giving away Fallout on Amazon Prime. Specifically Fallout 76 and Fallout Tactics. And they're giving away the PC version and the Xbox version of Fallout for free. I didn't download it, but I claimed it. I might do like a stream, maybe like Friday, trying it out. Because like people say Fallout 76 is better. For shits and giggles, maybe we'll make it out of a video. Is Fallout 76 that bad? Has it gotten better? But yeah, it's free if you want to try it out. 2 versions of the game. Because I actually never played it, so... yeah, I am. I already got a video coming. Let's see. PlayStation trophies are on PC. Breaking news. PlayStation trophies are on PC. You got to play the first 2 Fallout games? No, I don't. Them just not age well. I just seen a video in my sub box from GameSpot, and they were saying, thanks to the show, it's time to remake Fallout 1 and 2. Because for those you unaware, Fallout 1 and 2 were top-down PC games. They're completely different from 3, Vegas, 76, and 4. And I was like, I like, you know, I'm tired of remakes, but I was like, I agree with that statement. I think they should remake Fallout 1 and 2 and do it in the format of like Vegas and Fallout 4. But obviously with updated visuals and new shit. Do it like the remake of Mafia. Like, I would play it. My only thing is if they remake them, it needs to be a bundle. Like, I like the way that Mafia did their bundle. Their remake bundle. They just put it all on one disc. Like, put both games as a combo on a disc. Don't sell them. But yeah, I'm down for a remake because I never played Fallout 1 and 2, but remake them, kind of like modernize them. I'd be cool with it, especially because apparently the show pays a lot of homage to 1 as well.
Thanks for the resub.
Yo, shout out to Mega with the Mega Reborn with the sub. Appreciate it. I agree, and keep all the in-depth details. Yeah, like you can keep the story the same, just update the visuals, change it to like a shooter like the new ones are. Modders are actually remaking those games in Fallout 4. Now I want an official joint. Weird thing about the Mafia trilogy bundle is 1 is completely remade while 2 is an HD port. That's not a secret. But yeah, PlayStation trophies on PC. PlayStation, I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you because I feel like this is only, I don't want to say all Sony ponies, but you know, the super hardcore Sony ponies is probably going to upset you, but Sony is further embracing the PC marketplace. And if I had to take a wild guess, it's because most of you PlayStation niggas don't buy the games that you talk about. And Sony needs to make some money on these first party games that they're investing in. So not only have games been coming to PlayStation, but now they're further implementing the Sony ecosystem into PC. Today, PlayStation announced that trophies are officially on PC, and it's going to start with Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut on PC. Now you can check your trophies on PlayStation and PC. It'll be available on Windows PCs via in-game menu. It was bound to happen. This is crazy. This is like, if you would have told me as a kid, like, this would have been a thing, like, yo, you're gonna get your Sony trophies and all this other shit and your Xbox achievements on your PC. I don't know, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. We're about to be having just PC and Xbox and Switch at this point. Well, I don't even know about Xbox, because Xbox games are already all on PC. The only reason I don't play them is because my PC is old, so I play them on my Xbox. Why have a console anymore? The only reason I feel like at this point to have a console anymore is because you have to be there day one to play these PlayStation exclusives. If you don't care and you don't mind waiting, which, by the way, I feel like in the next 5 years this is probably going to change. And I feel like this is low-key a sign. Not only are they porting the games over to PC, but now they're putting trophies and shit in here too. I feel like it's only a matter of time, maybe in the next 5 years, if you see release on PC like day one. And if not day one, like within 6 months after the game, like make them like timed exclusives. The next Final Fantasy Part 3 is like a timed exclusive. I'm not saying it will be. I'm just, guessing. But for that, you're saying what would be the reason? There's still to be a reason for console, and I think it's for people on a budget. Some people just don't feel comfortable investing in, $1,000, $1,200, $2,000 PC, and that's okay. It's not your place to tell people how to spend their money, as long as them niggas know that, you can't demand performance and graphics. If you want that, you need to build a PC. But yeah, like that's why I would say there's still a reason to have a console. Also just the simplicity of being able to plug in a game, plug in the console and just play it. Although consoles kind of are halfway not plug and play anymore because you got to update shit all the goddamn time. But it's still plug and play for the most part. Outside of the updates. It's the plug and play factor, the simplicity. Some people don't want to deal with the technical issues of a PC, or they don't want to build a PC, and that's okay. The UI is kind of crazy because even Xbox keeps their own app on that. Yeah, like this shit is just crazy to witness. Is there any new content in this director's cut? Why are they calling it a director's cut? For your information, if you unlock trophies on Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut on PS5, when you connect the same PlayStation Network account to PC version, you'll have those trophies. So it's cross-save. There's a greater convo about people cheapening out on quality and paying for it later down the road. There's a greater conversation about people cheaping on quality and paying for it later down the road. Are you saying like people are purposely waiting to not buy a game for $70 and then getting it a year or two later when it's cheaper? Is that what you're saying? By saying like they're cheapening out on the quality? Because if that's what you're saying, that kind of reinforces what I've been saying. I don't even know why niggas are mad about games being $70, because most of you are not buying games day one. And we now have the data to back it up. 60% of y'all are not buying. 60% of y'all are playing games that are 6 years or older. And I'm going to keep bringing that shit up. Okay, that's what you meant? Yeah. 60% of y'all are playing games that are 3 years or older. You're not buying new games. Quit crying about the price. You can't even afford it. Or you don't want to afford it. Honestly, I see the appeal to wait. I still buy day ones and end up regretting it for most games. Why do you feel like you regret buying day ones? Sure as shit, I ain't buying Dragon's Dogma until it hits 30. I feel that. It Takes Two Studio says it will announce some new stuff later this year. This is low-key one of the best studios out. I mean, they 2 for 2 right now. Can they go 3 for 3? In a post on its official Twitter account, the studio noted that its 10th anniversary will be in November, and that while it will be looking back at its previous achievements in the near future, it will reveal some new, real good stuff later in the year. In November, we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of Haze Light. The post reads, damn, it's nostalgic looking back at Joseph accepting a BAFTA for A Brother's Tale of Two Sons back in March 2014. The crazy success of that game, we founded Haze Light soon after that. Fuck the Oscars! Yeah, It Takes Two is a modern classic, I think. Sure, we got new, real good stuff cooking that we'll talk about more later this year. If I had to take a wild, educated guess, because like he loves to make appearances, this guy right here, he loves to make appearances at the Game Awards. I wouldn't be surprised if they like debut their game or some gameplay at the Game Awards. But right now, we want to take you on a trip down memory lane and show you some of the never-before-seen moments that got us here. More to come soon. Last month, Hazelight claimed that its last game, It Takes Two, has sold over 16 million units in its first 3 years and was played by more than 30 million people. Sheesh! Shout out to them. Doing crazy. That's really good for like such a small studio. Yeah, it was unique, and not only was it unique, but it was legit just fun. It was legit just fun. Didn't that win Game of the Year? Yeah, it did. It won Game of the Year. It Takes Two. My wife is looking forward to their next game. And I mean, don't forget they also did the what was the jail game they did? That game was fire too. That plot twist at the end, that shit was fire too. As I said, they 2 for 2 in my book. And then if you want to count the other one, yeah, Way Out, that shit was fire too. A Tale of Two Brothers, they were A Tale of Two Sons, they worked on that too. That's a good game. So yeah, we look forward to it. But if I had to take an educated guess, maybe they'll announce it a few months before. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce it a few months before the Game Awards, maybe like 3 months before. And then at the Game Awards, they do like a debut of gameplay. Or we might just get both, the debut of everything, because like he likes to show his ass at the Game Awards. But I could be wrong. Just an educated guess. Yeah, definitely a day one buy. This hit my For You page. I thought this was pretty interesting. So there's this game on itch.io called Death Troopers, where you're a stormtrooper that comes across a Star Destroyer overrun with zombies, and it made me realize we've still never had a proper horror game set in the Star Wars universe. Is this legal? Let me turn the beat down. Yarn. This looks kind of cool. Although that hit detection looked a little funky. Star Wars horror would go fire. Yeah, the hit detection looks a little funky. With Disney, nothing is legal to them. Also, yeah, I feel like Disney wouldn't allow this because this is too gory. Star Wars zombies. What about the Lord? The Lord, there's no zombies in the Star Wars. Because you know the Star Wars community is fucking annoying. The Star Wars community is full of well actually ass niggas. I don't know if they would allow this. Looks like they got some Tekken 8 tracking. Yeah, the Lord, Ashoka wouldn't do this. Oh shit. It looks interesting. What the fuck is itch.io? That's a weird ass name. Itchy Scratchy. Itch is a simple way to find and share indie games online for free. Oh, it's free. Interesting. I've never heard of this. Kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier. This is probably a great place for people who are like juniors at Full Sail University.
The Sonic rings out that follow button.
People who are like juniors, super seniors at Full Sail University, probably working on their first little indie game. They just want to get their name out there, build their resume. This is actually a cool platform. Where's this here? What's the name of the game? Death Troopers? Not even. Will you play this game on stream? I don't know about me playing it. Reckless Death Troopers. I wish they would have actually linked the game. I can't find it. There's a Death Note game. What the fuck? Look at all this indie goodness. I, in fact, have my first game from Game Dev School on here. Yo, shout out to the shark in the chat. Hey, where you go to school, bro? The jokes write themselves, yo. What's the name of your game, dog? Let me look it up. What's it called? That's crazy. Shout out to you. Full Sail. There's no space in the name. Oh, you said, nah, oh, you don't want the people to know. You don't want the people to know. Oh, there's 2 versions. Death Troopers The Outpost and Death Troopers Star Wars Horror. I don't know what that was. Death Note, the 3D game, is inspired by the anime Death Note. What? No way. This game is a reimagined story following Light Yagami. This shit is a lawsuit. An intelligent high school student facing off against a mysterious detective. Gameplay. Throughout, you'll have to make many difficult choices, which will determine the story's end. Will you kill L and just continue doing whatever you want, or you destroy the whole world? Y'all got to put trailers, man. This is a good game, they said. Y'all got to put trailers if you want me to download the shit. Damn news to me. These games are all free. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the game. Let me make sure. What's this one? Yeah, that's a different one. Here, if y'all want to play this shit, here you go. Here the link. Damn, I thought it would have been based off Naruto. What you link for the dude? Aaron Paul will likely want to star in Fallout Season 2, says Jonathan Knoll.
It's rough out.
You gotta excuse my ignorance. Who the fuck is Aaron Paul? Yo, shout out to Michael with the sub. Who? Why should I care? You know I'm not good with. He's from Breaking Bad. Yeah, I know I'm not good with actors like that. Does this excite y'all? Does this excite y'all? Like, or does this make you your wiener tinkle? Yes, science. But he looks like he could be a Raider. No, LOL. I like him. I've seen. You know, it's funny. I've seen several articles like this. I've seen several prominent actors come out and be like, "Yo, I want to be in Fallout." Like the dude who played the radio guy in Fallout 3, he came out and said he wanted to be in season 2. I've seen at least 3 of these articles, which just further proves what I've been trying to tell y'all. If you haven't watched the show, watch the show. There's it's how often do you hear like actors hop off the porch and be like, "Yo, if y'all got any more of them jobs in season 2, sure could use one of those." People want to be a part of it because it's fucking fire. Oh man, 3 Dog. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Fallout 3 radio host season 2 Fallout. Yep, there we go, right there. I saw this on the timeline. Fallout 3's radio host 3 Dog wants to appear in season 2 of the Fallout TV series as someone darker than 3 Dog, but just as funny. So he wants to appear in the show. But that would be legendary. I thought that shit was funny. Like I said, I've seen several articles like this. Like motherfuckers, like if you have not watched, like that's a good sign. If you have not watched the show, watch the show. Right? It just came out. LOL. Like yeah, there's like yeah, we need to get on that season. Oh, there's gonna be based off of what I watched from season 1 of Fallout. I would be shocked if there's gonna be at least 3 seasons. I think I would be shocked if there's less than 3 seasons. They're gonna try to milk that shit. Trust me. And the thing about Fallout is it's such a vast world with rich lore, they could do it as long as the story stays interesting. I hope that, you know, they cut it at some point because every good thing needs to come to an end. They don't, but like, I think it's going to get at least 3 seasons. Fallout season 12. Yeah, I ain't trying to see season 12. You could tell Amazon went crazy on the budget too. Yeah, the budget so crazy. Like what was the cost of that show? Cost of Fallout show. It's so crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm worried about my Amazon Prime Fallout TV show. I'm worried about my Amazon Prime prices going up, bruh. I thought I saw it somewhere. No more than 5 seasons. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like that's a good number. $100 million. Everything we know about it. Is this it right here? Let's see. 100. Didn't even come up. I don't want to hear no excuse for a bad video game adaptation in the future. We've gotten bangers lately. I'm saying freaking yeah, it just goes to show you what happens when people care. But I want to say, oh, it's 153 million. Yeah, like what do they got to do to make that money back? Like I'm curious because one thing I've noticed about Amazon, like if you pay attention to like a lot of these websites, Netflix releases their info like, oh, we lost subscribers. Like, what is this boosting subscribers for Amazon? Because I am concerned. One thing that's really impressive about this show is the CG is movie quality in this. There's some little nitpicks that I had, but like the show looks really fucking good to the point where like it does. Yeah. Oh, it's 153 million. That's a movie budget. Is this sustainable? Because they spent that much money to make the show, then they drop all the episodes at once. So the business model basically is we're going to drop all the fire content and we hope more people subscribe to watch. So I would be curious to know, like, can they sustain this? Or are they making so much money on the back end with their sales from the website, they don't give a fuck. They're just going to burn their cash. Like, this shit is, like, low-key, this shit might be a tax write-off for Amazon. They need to find reasons to spend their money so they don't get taxed as much. I don't think we can. It's a delivery subscription first. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to get more people in the ecosystem. Still billions of people that don't got Amazon. I think 4 seasons would be good. I want to believe that the writers have an overarching series with an end. Oh yeah, I feel like they're already pinning season 2. Like, they know where they want to go. Like, I think that's the one thing I got out of the show, like watching it. I was like, yeah, the writers knew what the fuck they wanted to do. Like, this is a show with a vision, and they said this is the direction we're going in. It was really good. What else I got for y'all? Stormtrooper shit. I think that's it. Oh, this is like a quick thing. I saw MKBHD tweeted this shit. The robots are coming, y'all. The robots are coming, bruh. And wait till they put AI voices in this shit. This shit kind of spooky to me. I'm not gonna lie. Do you think you would play New Vegas when it's dry this summer? I do. Like, so the show made me want to go back and play Fallout, but I was like, I already beat Fallout 4. I downloaded 76, so I might try that this week. But yeah, like, I might get New Vegas because I know that shit is cheap all the time and play that. If like there's like I want to play it and beat it. So like, yeah, it's got to be like during the summer if there's nothing to play. Freaky ass Android. Like, imagine an Android just laying like that and then flip up and arrest your ass. I feel like this shit gonna be used to chase niggas, bro. That's why I don't trust this shit. Like, imagine you just walking by and then somebody pushes you out the way and runs past because they stole somebody's purse, and then off of the floor a fucking robot springs. Come here, nigga. Like, you said, is this real? Yes, this is real. All the Fallout's on Game Pass. Oh shit. So I don't even got to buy it. It's on Game Pass. Yeah, that bot is hella that bot is hella ditty, bro. Hella ditty. Boston Dynamics just unveiled their latest Atlas robot. Yeah, it's real. This is Boston Dynamics. This is the same one that made the robot dog too, that like scared people a few years ago. This is low-key the real Fallout. Yeah, like what's this for? What is this for? What are you linking, Ronan? Idris Elba says Sonic 3 is the one for all the real diehard Sonic fans. Yeah, I'll be the judge of that until we see a trailer.